Hi everybody, welcome back to Worldly Wandering. Here you have a food tour of the fabulous Iona. You saw there the Ripples, the new ice cream bar. That one is paid for. When you come down from the forward lifts to deck 8, this is where you get the entrance to Keelan Cow. You can get this from the atrium, or you can come to it from this direction as we are now. It's Iona's new fantastic steakhouse. It's in an interesting place, the Keelan Cow, because you're sitting in the atrium as you saw, but if you turn around and then look back, what you'll see is the fantastic open kitchen, so you get a really nice smell of cooking steak from here. Looking at the menu, you can see this is a chargeable option, but actually very reasonably priced. So you're looking at about £8 to sort of £13–14 for a steak. I opted for the 10-ounce sirloin, which comes with the onion rings, and then I chose the lobster tail. The only shame with the lobster tail was it was slightly dry. It wasn't the best lobster that we had on the rest of the ship. The Olive Grove is their Mediterranean restaurant now. So we've got the menu here, so you can see some of it's included, some of it isn't. So for example, the kofta, which we'll see in a second, is just a £4.50 extra. Interestingly, each restaurant has a varying selection of wine now, which is quite nice, and it comes much faster than on some of the other ships. So here is the Mediterranean trio. Then we've got the lamb gyros, the beef kofta, and then the beef bucco, which is like a beef stew, followed by the baklava, the creme catalina, which is like a creme brulee, and a hazelnut and chocolate cake, and the signature lemon cocktail. Here we are at the quays on Iona. So there's 3 different stalls here. There's an American diner, there's a fish and chips, and an Asian kitchen. You can get breakfast from here as well in the morning as well, and at dinner time. Things like katsu chicken noodles. So gala night, we're eating in coral. So we've got the Marco recommends, as well as some suggested paired wines. What we start with is an amuse-bouche, the crab and scallop ceviche. Then we've got the smoked duck, the lobster with a Mornay sauce, the tarte tatin, and the Stilton and pork cheese bites. Back at Sindhu now. Got nice tables set in the corner on the promenade deck. So actually at this Sindhu we have the best meal that we've had on any of the Sindhu on other P&O cruises. The menu has changed and it's now fantastic. My favourite is the Sindhu signature plate. We started with the masala stew, the puffed flatbreads, the spiced crab, and the lamb cutlets, which were absolutely delicious. We've also got the rice and lentil pancake, which was amazing. And there we are, that is the trio, or the signature dish, with their accompaniments. Now on deck 6, we're walking from the midship lifts forward towards the atrium. So on the right, you've got Opal. This restaurant was closed. I presume that's because of COVID and reduced numbers on the ship. But on the left hand side, what you can see is the restaurant where they do afternoon tea and a sit down breakfast. So there is Aqua. Here's the afternoon tea. This one's free, but you do have to book. The sandwiches were quite dry, and unfortunately if you're in the retreat you'll find that actually afternoon tea there is much better. Here we are in the Limelight Club. This is where you get dinner as well as a show. It's one of the select dining options for fixed price per head. On this particular cruise, the Limelight Club was £25 per head extra. Started with the amuse-bouche, and somebody had the oyster mushrooms, which was delicious. The ham hock, which is one of the best ham hock terrines I've ever had. The sea bass with pak choy. The beef. And the puddings. So this one's the chocolate, and here we have the pistachio. These aren't something that I would write home about, but the Limelight Club is a fantastic experience. The Emerald Bar is the new cocktail bar. It's in the atrium. You wouldn't necessarily expect that it is a cocktail bar, but as you can see from the menu, they've got some fantastic different cocktails.
These are quite good fun actually, aren't they?
So we've also got Anderson's Bar. We didn't actually go into Anderson's Bar in the evening, but what you can see is it's a lovely cosy environment. It's also got a library attached to it, and it's where they do the distilling. So they have their own onboard Maribel gin, which is based off Salcombe Distillery, or in conjunction with Salcombe Distillery. All of the venues aboard Iona feel really nice and light, which is fantastic. So we're entering the Epicurean now. Much like on other ships, got some fantastic art pieces, but actually the room's laid out really nicely now. The menu, as you would expect, is what P&O call their fine dining options. Portion sizes are a little bit big to be considered fine dining, but it's a fantastic experience. Start with their breads and an amuse-bouche, and here we have the ox cheek, the chicken and mushroom, then we've got the scallops, the grilled tiger prawns, which were delicious. Here's a side portion of chips to give you an idea of size, pork, and the steak. The great thing about the Epicurean, as always, is some great views out. You're very high up. Got a blackberry and raspberry white chocolate ice cream, the trio of puddings, the crepe Suzette, and the cheese board, which if you've been on P&O ships before, this is the type of cheese board that you would have expected. Here we are on the crow's nest now, just give you some idea of what that's like. And then some menus. One of the other places that you can get food and drink on the ship is Brodies. As normal, this is also attached to the casino. this is coral on a non-gala night. These menus change daily. We've got here the mushroom panna cotta, the steamed trout, the lamb, the passion fruit meringue, which was amazing, and the sticky toffee pudding. So there we are, there's our food tour of Iona. Please like our video and subscribe to our channel to see more videos from our recent trip on Iona, as well as our upcoming cruises on Britannia to the Caribbean in November, and on Iona again around Europe in April. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.